You're being sold a lie, and it's costing you everything. Everyone's obsessed with getting rich fast. The 30-day challenge. The overnight success story. The one weird trick. But here's what nobody tells you. The people who actually build real wealth, they're doing the complete opposite. They're playing a different game entirely. And if you keep chasing speed over strategy, you'll never catch up. Look at where you are right now. You're making decent money. Maybe you're grinding hard, hustling on the side, but the needle barely moved. Your account looks the same. Your stress? Through the roof. Why? Because you're stuck in the acceleration trap. You think wealth happens in sprints. You think you need to do more, faster, bigger. So you're burning out chasing shortcuts that don't exist. Meanwhile, the actually wealthy people you know, they're not moving fast. They're moving smart. They're not taking more risks. They're taking different risks. And the gap between you two keeps growing. Not because they're smarter or luckier, but because they understand something fundamental about how money actually compounds. Something you've never been taught. Everyone talks about compound interest like it's magic. Albert Einstein supposedly called it the eighth wonder of the world. Cool, but here's what they don't tell you. Compound interest only works if you're playing the long game. Most of us aren't. We're playing the short game with long game tools. You put money in a savings account, earn 0.1% interest, and expect to feel rich in 5 years. That's not compounding. That's just waiting. Real compounding happens when you're reinvesting returns. When you're building systems that generate money without your constant input. When you're creating leverage. Here's the thing that changed my perspective. I spent 3 years trying to increase my income. Side hustles, freelancing, asking for raises. My income went from $40,000 to $65,000. Felt good for about a week. Then the lifestyle inflation kicked in. New apartment, nicer dinners, upgraded everything. I was making 60% more, but had 60% more expenses. My actual wealth didn't move. Then I shifted focus entirely. I stopped chasing more income. Instead, I focused on one thing. What can I build that works without me? What system can I create that generates money while I sleep? That took time, real time. But 8 months in, I had my first passive revenue stream generating $200 a month. Nothing crazy. But here's the shift. That $200 wasn't lifestyle inflated. It was pure wealth building. A year later, I had 5 different systems running. Year 3, I wasn't making much more gross income, but 40% of my income was passive. The stress dropped. The certainty increased. The wealth actually accumulated. That's the difference between speed and compound leverage. One burns you out. The other sets you free. There's a metric nobody talks about, but it's everything. It's what I call your patience multiplier. It's not how fast you make money. It's how long you can stay in the game without needing immediate returns. Think about it. When you're desperate for cash, you make terrible decisions. You take sketchy opportunities. You settle for the first deal. You negotiate from weakness. You're sweating. You're making emotional choices. But when you have 3 months of expenses saved, 6 months, a year, suddenly you have power. You can wait for the right opportunity. You can negotiate from strength. You can turn down bad deals. You can invest in things that take time to pay off. The wealthy people I know all share this one thing. They built a buffer first. Not a huge one necessarily. Just enough to remove desperation from their decision-making. Here's a real example. I had a friend in digital marketing. She was making $3,000 a month freelancing, but absolutely miserable. Chasing every client, accepting low rates, working weekends. I told her to save 6 months of expenses. It took her a year to do it. She thought I was insane. I need to be hustling, making more money, she said. But once she hit that 6-month cushion, everything changed. She fired 3 bad clients. She raised her rates 40%. She only took projects she actually wanted. 6 months later, she was making $5,000 a month with half the stress and twice the enjoyment. That buffer created the space for better decisions. That's the patience multiplier. And most of us never build it because we're too focused on speed. We want to feel progress immediately. But the real progress? It's invisible at first. It's building the foundation that lets you make better choices for the next 5 years. Here's where it gets interesting. There's a difference between velocity and momentum. Velocity is how fast you're moving right now. That's what everyone measures. How much money did you make this month? How many followers did you gain? How fast are you scaling? Momentum is something different. It's the direction you're moving combined with the power behind it. It's sustainable. It's harder to stop. It's what actually builds empires. Most people confuse these constantly. Someone makes $10,000 in a month doing something unsustainable and they think they have momentum. Nope, that's velocity. High speed, zero sustainability. Real momentum builds slowly but accelerates over time. Let me show you the math. Imagine two people. Person A launches a high-ticket service, makes $15,000 first month, burns out month 3, goes back to employment. Total earnings over a year, maybe $40,000, but emotionally destroyed. Person B builds a digital product slowly, makes $500 the first month, $800 second month, $1,200 third month. It feels slow, it feels boring, but the momentum builds. By month 12, she's making $3,000 a month, and it's growing every single month. Total earnings, maybe $12,000, but the trajectory is completely different. Person A peaked. Person B is just getting started. That's the difference between velocity and momentum. The fastest way to get rich is to stop trying to get rich fast. Seriously, stop chasing the spike. Start building the curve. A curve that goes up month after month, year after year. That's when you actually get wealthy. Not when you make one big score. When you build a system that consistently delivers, improves, and compounds. So here's what I want you to do this week. Don't make a big dramatic change. Instead, ask yourself one question. What am I doing right now that's sustainable for the next 5 years? Just that. Be honest. Is your current hustle something you can maintain? Or are you burning out? If it's burning you out, you need to shift. Not up, sideways. Towards something that compounds instead of depletes. Build a buffer. Create space. Stop measuring progress by how fast things move. Start measuring it by whether things are moving in the right direction consistently. That's wealth. That's freedom. Not the speed of the sprint. The direction of the curve. The people who win aren't faster. They're smarter about what they're running toward.